Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And your other host, Justin.
So today we got Justin to try a coffee again. But I made it in the French press, and it came out a little different than when I make it like a full pot from a normal drip coffee maker. I personally think it's better out of the drip maker than it is out of the French press. And I think you would like it better out of the drip than the French press, because you said it was a bit bitter.
It is bitter. But what we're talking about is Seattle's best hazelnut?
Toasted hazelnut.
Toasted hazelnut.
Toasted.
Toasty.
Toasty.
Indeed.
I made a full pot of this the other day. It was actually really good.
I mean, other than that, it's actually not that bad. I mean, you know me, I don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee on the everyday.
You don't like most things.
You're right. But look at me. I mean, I'm actually enjoying it. It's not so bad.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I knew I'd convert you. There hasn't been anyone I haven't converted yet.
If it makes you feel any better, I still don't like it.
There's flavors you like, though.
There are flavors I like, though.
Yeah. So let's jump into... So PAX West was a lot of the same, with some
more
additions, like DLCs and stuff like that.
There wasn't anything too major.
I
honestly don't think there was anything that was not already told by some other
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, more
multiplayer.
Cyberpunk. Just a lot of other gameplay trailers.
Their multiplayer, I think, was PAX West announcement.
Either that or early Tokyo.
Could be early Tokyo.
Yeah, because we got a list for fucking Tokyo before they even... See, that's the thing. Japan's ahead of the times. They're like, we're going to tell you when we're going to tell you these things.
Yeah.
And they don't mince around. They don't screw with us.
I don't know. I've never liked here's the release date for when I'm going to give you information about the release date.
I think it's just so that way they can pull it together.
Yeah, no, it's just I've seen a few companies do that now. I don't remember what game it was, but it was this year. Resident
Evil, the new one the trailer is gonna drop on the 8th. But
there was that. Last week. There was a different one though earlier in the year where they were like, tune in July 2nd at 8:35 to get the release date for this game. I'm making up those dates and times, yes. But I'm like, why not just tell me the release date?
I mean, I understand that.
Why do the build up to tune in at this time? Why not just drop the fucking trailer on that day if that's when the trailer's gonna be ready?
Because I don't know, they don't want to spring it on anyone. I guess kind of let you know that hey, we want you to tune in at this time to get the news.
Yeah, I guess I get that.
Because holy shit, there was something that I wish I saw at the time of its drop, and I'll get to that later. It was during Nintendo's Direct.
Okay.
But let's take a step back. The movies we saw last week.
Oh yeah. I forgot what we watched.
Me too. It was Michael. No.
Yeah, it was Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton?
Okay, there we go. Yep. So we watched 2 Michael Keaton movies. Let's start with we'll do them in order. So we watched
Pacific Heights.
Pacific Heights, which is Michael Keaton playing a bad guy long before Vulture will ever be a thing.
A bad guy in the sense of business bad guy.
Yes.
Like he knows how to get
evil.
True evil. The chaotic
Lawyers
evil.
are involved.
Lawyers were involved. Police officers were saying, you can go to jail because he was in the right and you are in the wrong. But I
feel like that's just what cops say.
Yeah.
In that tone.
In that exact... I mean, to be fair, it kind of sounded like that the first time he got arrested.
A little bit. So what'd you think of the movie?
It was very good. You were right. It was a very dark film, but not in like a bloody, gory sense. It was a dark film as in, this is how the world works.
Yeah, it's it's realistic.
It was too realistic.
I mean, it's based off of true events, and we still see shit like this today.
Oh, yeah.
And we have other people that come to these movie nights, and there was actually a discussion that was brought up about squatter laws because of this. In our state, squatter laws pretty much give them control of the property once they're inside.
Even if they own it or not.
So if the cops can't catch them breaking in, once they're in, it's really hard to get them out.
Yeah, because
you have to actually evict these people normally who have no legal right to be there, but the law goes, well, they're in, so they have a legal right. One of the big things is elements. Us having 118-degree weather in the summers.
So they're in, but they're illegally in, but we can't kick them out. Who made these?
I feel like this is about to turn into a face-off moment. Face
off. Like me and Quincy just did the hand motion for it. It's so fucking bizarre.
It is.
but at the same time, it is a law, and then of course there are people who abuse that, and I'm glad that during the first climax of that entire movie, because there were two really good climaxes. One where she confronted, and then the one afterwards when he confronted. Both of the climaxes actually made me go ooh.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the movie full-heartedly.
You know what's funny is this movie's made in
90.
Yeah, I think it was 1990,
right
around there.
And the one after that was 89.
Yeah. But me and Lauren have been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
And they just literally did, not just, but where we were at in the show, which is mid-2000s, did an episode where Frank buys a house on auction, a foreclosure, and the people are still there. And he can't kick them out for 90 days. And it's this whole fucking thing. And I'm like, something that was talked about in 90 is still prevalent 20 years later, roughly, and it's still prevalent today.
Yeah.
So it's fucking insane.
It's not great. And the second one is The Dream Team,
which was a little bit closer to a comedy.
Holy shit, Christopher Lloyd at his finest, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, come on. Christopher Lloyd at his finest is just Christopher Lloyd.
You're right. But Urban Commando?
I don't remember that one, honestly.
I was frozen today.
Yeah, I don't remember that one. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Wait, is that the video game?
No,
it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, he got like halfway through, and when he got thawed out, he was all agitated looking. I was frozen. Nostalgia Critic goes on and on as one of their main things that Christopher Lloyd has said that they meme.
Well, now what's weird is Dream Team. What did you think of it? Let's do that real quick.
I thought it was really good.
Okay.
There was a few points where I was just like, I mean, it's a movie. I'll take the gimmicks as they're given. Plus, it's late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. We kind of had to harken back, though, to a person because one of the main characters in it is one of the main characters in Animal House.
Yes.
So that was nice. If you didn't listen to our Animal House episode, go back and find it. We talked about Animal House. We had them watch Animal House and Revenge of the Nerds.
And that was both of them were pretty good. I preferred Revenge of the Nerds over Animal House.
So you liked it. Christopher Lloyd was great.
Christopher Lloyd was great.
Everyone
was great.
Yeah.
I think the only person that I honestly would say didn't have a full benefit was the girlfriend.
Yeah, the girlfriend, I feel like...
her accent was good, but...
I mean, she wasn't a main character.
Yeah.
But she was important to the story, and I feel like there's a few things that they could have worked on. Like, me and Lauren were actually talking about it afterwards, and we realized she calls her new boyfriend a schmuck for turning in potential... Criminals.
But it was someone who isn't really... Like, you gotta figure if they're still a friend and they're not technically criminals, that's a dick move. Schmuck. Yeah. But I get your point.
Even at the end of the day, they were still escaped mental patients.
Yeah.
So that's still an issue. But you like the movie.
I did like both of them.
Now, what I find interesting about this is Christopher Lloyd, you say at his height, and it's 89, so this is technically after Back to the Future. Yeah. This is several years after Back to the Future.
It's still, it's a long height. It's a long height.
Well, I mean, he's going to have that. He had both the Addams Family movies. He's in Mr. Mom for a little bit, so he's acted with Michael Keaton before. Which, that's the other thing. 89, so this is the same year Batman comes out.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, Michael Keaton's just fucking killing it.
From, like, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, you gotta figure in the span of the late 80s into, like, the early mid-90s, he's doing things like Batman, Beetlejuice, Mr. Mom, Multiplicity, Pacific Heights. He's just all over the fucking place. And he doesn't really go away from that. He just kind of chills.
He simmers.
Yeah. And now he's kind of back. You know, he did Birdman, which was huge.
Spider-Man.
Did Spider-Man.
He played a fucking great Vulture.
He's playing something else where I think he's playing a villain again that just came out.
Let's find out.
So I've always been a huge Michael Keaton fan, both when he's serious and when he's not. Oh, that's another one. My Life. Have you ever seen My Life? Oh, that one's great. So
that was the one that Danielle wanted me to watch, and I was like,
My Life. I'll just give you a quick synopsis.
Go for it.
He finds out he has cancer and finds out his wife's pregnant.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And so he starts recording these videos for his kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Jackie Brown's great, but see, this is the problem when we do the Google thing. They don't put them in any order.
So we gotta go.
I forgot about Jack Frost.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's an okay Christmas film.
I fucking have it.
It's not the worst.
No, I own it. And we're talking Jack Frost, Michael Keaton, not Jack Frost, Mutant Killer Snowman. I forgot he was in the new Dumbo.
He's in the new Dumbo. American Assassin.
Yeah, American Assassin. I think that's one where he might be a bad guy, but I'm not sure.
Last week tonight with John.
That's
Oliver?
it's just an episode of a TV show.
Okay. What is life worth?
Yeah, that's something he's currently filming, and
King
then
of the Jungle
is in pre-production. But the founder, did you see the founder?
No.
He plays the guy that made McDonald's what it is.
Oh,
Not the guy that founded McDonald's, because the guy that founded McDonald's, the one whose name it is different than the guy that made it what it is.
Interesting.
Because this guy comes in and tells them, no, you've got something here, and turns it. But also, I think in the process, steals the fucking company from them.
Oh,
if I remember correctly.
So it's an actual like heavy politics.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. This is a great fucking movie. Just pull up the poster. I think you'll like the poster alone.
What was it?
The founder. Yeah.
Okay.
This was 2016.
Oh wow.
Just look at him. You know he's here to fuck shit up.
He's here to make
flip
that
some
money.
patties.
Flip some patties, make that money. Risk taker, rule breaker, game changer.
It's an interesting story.
It seems like it would be,
And,
but I don't think it'd be interesting for me because I'm not one for like this kind of documentary.
You don't like
World War II documentary? Okay.
You don't like the dramatization documentaries or the biopics? Would you prefer an actual documentary, people sitting in chairs, talking about shit, throwing up photos? Is that your thing, or
a little bit less so than this?
Because what I'm asking is, are you? Oh, I will sit there and watch Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
Or are you? I'll watch.
I guess it's the genre.
Behind the music.
Okay, either one.
Okay.
But I guess it's just the genre because this is fast food.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
Because when you brought up Bohemian Rhapsody, I was like, oh yeah, shit, I did like that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I really like that.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's fucking
that one and Rocketman are both on our lists.
Okay.
We're Elton John fans too, so.
Yeah. Do you think they would ever do a Bowie?
And
if so,
I don't know if they'll ever do like that. I mean, if they will, that'd be great. But right after he died, his son did a documentary.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Like one that's like like I was saying, in a chair, photos and videos, that kind of documentary.
Oh, like a pulled back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not the dramatization, acting it all out.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the way, did you hear they're making a new Selena biopic?
Why?
Yeah.
J-Lo did a really good job.
J-Lo fucking killed it.
J-Lo did a really
it's
good
a
job.
Netflix project, I think.
Okay, you can have it, Netflix. Like
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are doing your best, I guess.
She looked like her. She fucking sounded like her.
It was like I think it was like 85%.
It's one of those things where I talked about the guy that played Freddie Mercury. He looks so much like fucking Freddie Mercury.
Well, yeah. All I had to do was a little bit of prosthetic gumming on his teeth,
and then he just worked out and got a mustache.
Even if it was fake, it looked authentic.
Same thing with the guy that plays Elton John in Rocketman.
Eggy.
Yeah. Eggsy.
Whatever.
There's people that are just meant for these roles, and they're lucky enough to get them. Or like when you have Joaquin Phoenix playing Johnny Cash.
That was a good pick.
Yeah. Or when you had Val Kilmer playing. Oh, people are gonna fucking kill me. What's his name from The Doors?
Oh they I know who you're talking about.
Just type in The Doors.
Got it.
Because people are gonna slaughter us.
Us? I that name my band.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had Val Kilmer playing Jim Morrison. He fucking looked like him. He fucking killed it.
And,
literally to the point where people were like, "Is that fucking Jim Morrison? Like, what
is
the
that
shit?"
Jim Morrison or is that Val?
Yeah.
Val? Is that you? Oh.
So
it was a hard
there's just these people that are meant for these roles, and I feel like J-Lo was meant for the role of Selena, and I don't know why they're recasting.
Or
not recasting, but remaking this.
Yeah, when you could just up render and everything would be okay.
Yeah, give me a Blu-ray release. Do like an anniversary, something.
Yeah.
So, but you're happy with both movies?
I was very happy with both movies. Now, we're having to do a little bit of finagling, but we're still going to stay on true, at least try to, where we were going to do Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
Season of the Witch and
The Rock.
The Rock. It might be a little bit later that we're going to see him because I now have switched shifts with... I moved stores and all that nonsense.
Adulting.
I had to do adult things. So that's going to be a little bit back burner. We're still going to do them by the time the next cast comes out, hopefully. If we don't, we'll let you know. And then we'll carry on. But, on with the news.
So where do you want to start?
I guess we could start with Nintendo.
So, just go hard.
Go
right
hard.
off the bat.
Yeah,
Okay.
just start swinging.
Go ahead.
All right, so Nintendo's fucking Oh man, their direct hit hard. Now, what was the first thing I said to you when I was talking about the Nintendo Direct when we were picking up our Sonic?
Remember, it's illegal to lick doorknobs on certain planets.
About the Nintendo Direct,
Oh,
Quincy.
sorry. You started screaming Super Smash Bros. At me.
That's right. The very next character that's going to be released November of this year, which I was surprised, Terry motherfucking Bogart from Fatal Fury or King of Fighters.
That is what his birth certificate says. It says Terry motherfucking Bogart.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got sound.
That's got sound. Let's not have the sound.
We had sound issues with the computer today. We fixed them and forgot to mute the fucker.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, like the trailer itself, it starts off with the Neo Geo cabinet startup, the bring 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 bring,
and everything's like in that older style.
Yeah, the 1995. This is KOF 95. If it ever has been 95, like look how grainy that is. And then geese. And he tries to grab this envelope that is for the thing, and he falls out the tower just like he did in Fatal Fury. And then Miriki and her hawk. I don't remember her name, but
shitty ass hawk can't catch an envelope.
Yep, nope. And then all of a sudden, Yori. Oh, fucking! Oh, it should have been Yori, but I'm okay with Terry. Yeah, and then it does like the snapshot sounds, and it falls. And I was just like, okay, so who else could they have had? And then I saw that glove, and I was just like, yo!
Who would you have been pissed if they'd given it to?
Probably Kyo. If they gave it to Kyo, I'd be like, give Terry like the ghost, because you know how if you choose Peach but with a separate color, it changes over to Daisy. Yeah, that would be the go-to then. I'd be like, okay, you can keep Kyo, just give me Terry as like a ghost. I'd be okay with that. But no, fuck you. It's Terry.
So you think the ghost is going to be the other way around for the
I
Terry?
don't think anyone's going to be thrown, because Terry has his own little moveset, and I saw some of the moves. He gets his Palm Wave, he gets his Buster Wolf, he gets his for his smash, I think it's Thunder Crash. So I'm like, you guys are at Nintendo. You guys are listening to us. I mean, it was a very unexpected character, considering in 2019, if I had told you 20 years ago, back in 1999, if I said, hey, wouldn't it be cool to have a game that had Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Banjo-Kazooie, and fucking Terry Bogard?
I would have thought it was going to be another kart racer.
Yeah, but no, it's a fucking fighter that's doing pretty well.
I feel like Banjo was the weird addition to Ultimate.
I mean, I saw his move kit, and I was like, ooh,
Are the sounds the same?
Yo-ho!
Oh, God. Do you still have Tui just making her little noises back there? Okay.
Yeah, and he pulls out Tui out and or Kazooie, and just blah, 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 just spits out eggs. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then just fucking throws them around.
Her.
Throws her around. And, does the running with her.
If they weren't so mean to each other, I think they were like star-crossed lovers.
I mean...
But they're kind of shitty to each other at times.
They're shitty to each other, but at the same time,
she talks massive shit to him. If you go back and play the original game, she's like constantly talking shit. She'll peck him in the head.
Yeah.
She's just kind of fucking mean.
It's like one of those brother-sister loves, because they were friends since young. Because Nuts and Bolts kind of explains their youth. Huh?
Younglings.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're very excited.
I'm very excited.
Do you think they're gonna keep releasing characters?
There's one more for this pack, and then they said, guess what? We might be doing another one. Keep your ear out.
So they did Terry, they did Banjo Kazooie.
Hang on.
And they did Sans?
No, Sans is actually for the Mii Fighters. And that's a separate thing on its own.
Okay. I kind of like his Nintendo renditioning, though. He kind of looks cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, the 3D aspect. He's still wearing the fucking slippers.
That's funny.
Yeah. Pink, fuzzy slippers. But no, this pack is Hero from Dragon Quest, Joker from Persona, Banjo-Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and the fifth one that still has yet to be announced.
The Mystery Fighter.
Yeah, I'm... With how many pulls they're getting, there's a lot of people who are just like, you guys are pulling from a lot of things. Can we get this?
Honestly, my Mystery Fighter thing just fucking made me think of her name's right there.
Pull it.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh.
Grandma. It's fucking Genkai.
Genkai?
Yeah, because she's the mystery fighter when they do the whole
the
spoilers.
bandages?
Yeah, with the band or the
Right.
the masked fighter. That's what it is.
Yeah, I remember.
So that's why I just made myself think of was Genkai.
But Banjo's kit is really lackluster. His recoveries are garbage.
What if the fifth fighter is just Wario? Not Wario, Waluigi.
I'm pretty sure that everybody would be like, "Hell yeah, it's about damn time." But
So I don't have the game, so they still haven't released him in it.
No,
even after the backlash.
It's not really much of a backlash. It's just there's not a lot for him considering he's only in two main franchise games, not counting Mario Party, Mario Kart, etc.
Tennis, yeah.
So there's not a lot for him to pull. They're probably Sakurai's doing stuff. Like Sakurai, bless his fucking sweet goddamn soul, he has given us a lot. You can also dress up your Mii's like Team Rocket.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's also another.
They honestly should do something with Wario and Waluigi. Like they should get a new game with those two. I mean, look at how well Luigi's Mansion is doing, being a fucking non-Mario game.
You're right. I think Wario just got another not WiiWare, but somethingware.
I don't know what that is.
Like what the fuck was it called? Wario's Shake It. Where it was for the Wii, and you had to do like mini games and so on and so forth. Yeah, that one I would call a main franchise, but let's see if there is a Wario game coming out, because I want to say there should be one coming up.
What happened to Wario Land was the first thing that came up, and I'm like, yeah, what happened to Wario Land?
Wario Land 2 for the what the fuck is it called? Yeah, for the Game Boy Color. That was my fucking jam.
Well, then you had 3 for the Game Boy Color, 4 for the Game Boy Advance.
That was also a really good one.
Maybe that's the issue, because then you get
handhelds.
You finally get one for console, and it's the one after 4. It's Wario World, just Wario World. It's Nintendo GameCube. But then you go back to console with the Nintendo, back to handheld with Nintendo DS. Then you come out for the Wii with Shake It, but Shake It isn't. There's nothing. I don't have anything against Shake It, but it's not Wario World. You know?
Yeah.
So
and all the WarioWare games, which still I think they're still making. Yeah, there's WarioWare Gold.
Okay, and that's for the 3DS.
Yeah, and that's 2018.
What's the micro games?
Micro games, I think he's just like included in.
Okay.
But that's a long time ago for
2008.
Literal
DSiWare.
Yeah, bullshit.
Never fucking had it or anything. So.
And then it goes all the way to where he was kind of like pulled in. Wario's Woods for the Stellaview. I have no fucking clue.
I remember that. Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
We didn't get it.
I can see that we didn't get it, Quincy.
Yeah. No, I remember this fucking thing.
Whoa.
The cartridges was always weird to me about it. But yeah, what fucking 2 million units it said?
Yeah, 2 million units sold. Citation needed.
It went for
proven.
Okay, it went for 5 years in Japan though, so it didn't do that bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, the SNES went for 8.
Well, fuck, you remember when when PlayStation did a fucking phone for like the original PlayStation in Japan?
Oh shit!
And you could play games on your phone, but it was only in Japan. And this is like,
a long time ago.
Smartphones were fucking futuristic.
Yeah.
Like smartphones weren't even in science fiction shows because that just wasn't a thing yet. Like, but fucking PlayStation found a way to put video games on your phone. So, it's always weird to see the things Japan gets that we never get.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we're still at that phase.
Yeah.
Like, even though we're caught up, we're still having that phase.
Well, yeah, I mean,
having the coffee cool down a little bit more and having the creamer kind of mingle with it, it's not too bad.
Which creamer did you do?
The caramel latte, macchiato latte, one of the two.
I think it's caramel latte. I don't remember. I did French vanilla.
That's actually really good.
But yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, you could do a Wario Waluigi fucking game, like the two of them, the Mario style, the two of them working together, and them just going and fucking wreaking havoc, or even them not even wreaking havoc. It could be that they end up, having a heroic moment, but they're kind of like, don't let anyone know. There's things that could be done. So, what else we got? Nintendo had all kinds of shit. So.
Nintendo had all kinds of. I'm gonna finish up with the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It had Goemon from Mystical Ninja.
Yes.
It has another Mega Man crossover, which brings you Proto Man and Zero.
Is there a Mega Man you want that they haven't done?
I mean, Proto Man, but they just did it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, then cool.
And they're bringing the Zero from X, not the earlier rendition of Mega Man 9 and the evil variant. I don't want to go into all that. There's
I do find it weird that they made X's face a Mii. You know, the Nintendo Mii characters or whatever they're fucking called.
Yeah.
Like that's what X's face is, and I find that a little weird. Rather than giving X more of like a detailed face like some of the other characters have, it's just a Mii.
Well, they gave Mega Man his own, so I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's weird that they didn't give
Mega
X
Man
more
the
detail.
full? Oh, I getcha. Okay. And then
The rocket gear,
yeah, I fucking love it.
which is kind of cool.
I like the rocket gear. I think I would have a Mii fighter that was dressed up like that. But then it was like it took forever for it, and it was like when this came up on screen, I was just like,
Oh,
get the fuck out of my house right now.
Sans from Tails.
Yeah.
Now, the problem would be that if I did a Team Rocket character, I would lose all my fights because I'd be spending the time doing the Prepare for Trouble as soon as I came in. I'd be quoting that they'd be whooping my ass. I'd be like, no, stop. I got to finish that. No, stop. I'm trying to finish the intro.
Team Rocket's fucking me up again.
Then, yeah, they fucking launch me off the goddamn map like they do. That and I just suck at Smash Bros. Already.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. Anyone can get good because apparently a kid who just got a Switch a couple months ago is already getting into tournaments.
It's called Natural Born Talent.
No.
And I do not have it.
No. Don't
Bro,
say
you know
that.
me. I can't do fighter games.
No, I mean, you can.
I can't do fighters.
Smash is easy. Smash is easy.
And I can't do racing.
Racing, I do. Yeah. Racing has a little bit more of either a curve or not a curve. But back over to the Nintendo Direct.
So we had heard about this.
We had heard about this. Now it gets a little bit more of gameplay.
He's
The
a
Legend of
little
Zelda Link's
me-ish
Awakening.
again.
He is a little bit more chibi-ish, but I love it. I love the style. I don't
No,
know.
the game looks fucking beautiful. I just they mead the face.
Yeah.
So I was like, but no, I think this looks fucking beautiful. I can't wait for this.
And all the items are the same as they ever been. All the characters are the same as they were.
Wait, did he just get eaten by Kirby?
Kirby was in OG Link's Awakening as an enemy, but
Wow.
not as Kirby, of course. And then a dungeon creator.
That's cool.
Yeah, they knew
Kind
what
of
they were
pulling
doing.
the whole Mario Maker thing.
Yeah,
That's
then,
cool. And then the
amiibos.
Amiibos.
When you get a Switch, I might buy amiibos for a collection between us both.
Okay.
Just be aware of that.
I'm hoping Black Friday.
All right.
We will see.
I'm
I'm spending a lot of money in October, so I don't know.
Well,
$200 lightsaber.
oh, well, because Lauren gets 3 checks in October also.
$200 lightsaber though.
You're right.
What else?
What else?
Because that was Link's Awakening,
That was Link's Awakening.
the new rendition, and it looks great.
It looked great. Cute.
Pretty much what we expected though, because of what they had already showed us.
And then the next one up is Super Kirby Clash, which I don't know. When I was looking at it, I was like,
Before the matches start, you think turn-based because the way they're standing,
yeah. But then all of a sudden, go, everybody's going.
and it's everybody moving, but it's basically a bunch of Kirbys that you customize them with different helmets and different weapons, which gives them different abilities.
So it's Monster Hunter, but 2D is what I called this. I said this is basically Monster Hunter, but in 2D because you are blocking, you are rolling out of attacks, you are taking your time. You have each kit doing each thing.
So this is weird to me though, because first of all, the Deku Tree just dropped in and they were fighting it.
That wasn't Deku Tree. That was Whisperwood.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Deku Tree.
Mm-mm.
But this is weird to me because it's like throughout all of our time, it's been Kirby eats things.
Yeah.
And then Kirby gets powers from those things sometimes, and that's how Kirby can fight shit. But Kirby brandishing a sword and wearing a helmet was a little weird. But it launched with an available later today.
So it literally is out yesterday. So it's already available if you guys want to go check it out. I think it's $20.
I think they're really pushing this whole eShop thing.
They are because
Now, here's the thing about the eShop. You're still we talked about this already.
Yeah.
When they were talking about, they launched the Xbox that is digital only, and they were talking about how that may be the future of gaming. It's like, well, now you're not paying to make a disc. You're not paying for a shipping or retail space. You're not paying anything to GameStop.
I was going to bring that up later.
Yeah. You're not paying anything for the actual case itself, the paper in it. None of that. Yet the games are still $60. Now I don't know how much eShop's charging for their games. It may be less. Hell, I don't know how much the Switch games are.
Oh, Switch. I know they're cheaper. either $10 depending on game or $20 cheaper for like the mass console ones. They're usually much cheaper.
Yeah.
Like
So,
I wouldn't be surprised if the Witcher 3 Ultimate Edition.
It looks so bad though.
It's getting a little bit of touch-ups. They're actually getting a little bit of touch-ups.
I hope so because that looks bad.
If you look at the Sword and Shield,
Mhm.
they got an up-rendering on the foliage and on the cobblestone textures.
Okay.
How they actually have depth now. So I'm not gonna hold it against it, but you also have to figure this game's got to go anywhere.
Depth. You said death.
Depth.
The first time you said death.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oops. I thought I said depth.
No, I get it. It has to go anywhere. I understand that, but that's when it kind of comes to the point of, well, there's some games where it's like maybe you shouldn't.
Yes and no.
Like, don't get me wrong. The fact that I can play Witcher anywhere is fucking amazing.
That's what I'm about to say.
But if it can't look like The Witcher when I'm doing it, I'm a little less interested.
What I think it's going to do is it's going to look a little brought down, like a 1080p going down to 720. Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. I think it's going to bring it down a little bit more. I think they were working on it still, so it's going to look a little bit more crisp, but not to the degree that you're used to seeing on your TV.
Yeah.
Of course. With Sword and Shield, same thing. It looked like, you know, it's a Pokemon game. It's supposed to look a little cartoony. That's fine. But then when you get the later one, you're like, oh, they're still working on these textures. They're still working on the flooring.
So that's great. I hope that they keep doing that.
But then you were going back to the Nintendo Switch Online subscription service with Super Nintendo games.
So is this going to be like a version of Game Pass or
so.
PlayStation Now?
I think so.
Okay.
So we're getting Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Stunt Race FX, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox, F-Zero, hell yeah. Pilot Wings, Kirby's Dream Course, Brawl Brothers, Breath of Fire, hell yeah. Demon's Crest, Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics, Super EDF, Earth Defense Force, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Puyo Puyo 2, available for the first time in the US, Super Soccer, and Super Tennis.
Some of these I'm actually excited for. Some of these, like Super Soccer, personally, I don't care. I don't know anything about Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
It's a good game.
Ghosts.
It's dragger balls through glass type of difficult.
Oh,
but
now this is cool, and I like this.
Okay.
Why is it though? The fucking GameCube keeps getting ignored on every incarnation that they do of a console.
Licensing, maybe?
They own all of it. Like the fact that I can't go and play original Luigi's Mansion without going and borrowing my buddy's fucking GameCube and putting my fucking copy of Luigi's Mansion in it is kind of bullshit.
Don't hold out. Just maybe be patient because
you mean hold out.
Oh yes, hold out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. With this schedule change, my brain.
You're fucked. That's fine.
My brain don't do good.
It didn't do good before, so
you're right. But just hold out a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait for it to maybe come into light.
And I'm hoping it works. And I'm not like, oh fuck the Switch by any means. I'm definitely not saying that.
No.
I'm just saying I owned a Wii U from almost its conception. Still own it now.
Nothing.
GameCube was always really ignored.
Yeah, and it kind of is right now. I mean, there's a few things that kind of nudged up Wind Waker and so on.
I mean, but people would replay Mario Sunshine.
You're right. I would.
People would replay Luigi's Mansion. Me.
Yeah. I would try it for the first time because
I'm sure that they did some Fire Emblem releases on there that people want or something.
Yeah.
There's got to be something.
There's got to be a lot of GameCube games that could.
They did one of the Metroid games.
Prime.
Yeah, Metroid Prime is on there. People liked Prime. Not a lot of people, but people like Prime.
I think it got a bump up in the Wii U state.
Did they?
I think so.
Okay.
A collection. I know there was a trilogy. I just don't know where.
Okay, cool. So Nintendo's just fucking hitting with shit. So for now, I'm gonna be cool. But if it when they start to slow down, if they don't speed back up by doing
for the Wii.
Okay, for the Wii.
Yeah.
If they don't speed back up by doing GameCube games, I'm gonna be pissed again because I feel like GameCube. I get it. It wasn't the console everyone expected. I get that they went from cartridge to disc too late because there was already the PlayStation and the Xbox and stuff like that. I get that. PlayStation 2,
regular discs, and then the GameCube
blue
had
ones.
the half ones.
Yeah, and then PlayStation started doing where it wasn't Blu-ray because Blu-ray wasn't a thing yet, but they had started to change the discs.
The double layer disc.
Yeah, so I get that GameCube was behind, but that doesn't mean it didn't have some good games.
No, fuck no.
So
that's
where I'm at.
Sunshine is probably one of my favorite GameCube. Hang on, let's take a quick glance.
What top GameCube games?
Just GameCube games. We're just gonna hit because it's gonna. Okay, Melee. whatever.
I know people that love the shit out of Melee though.
People, okay. I saw. There is a YouTuber, well, ex-YouTuber. He's kind of more streaming now. His name is Patrick Boyven, also known as Angry Pat. He despises Melee.
Pats for Patrick. I'm sorry, that's what it made me think of.
I appreciate that reference, but as soon as people mention Melee, he gets heated, and I know why now. Because it fucking isn't great. That's not a great game. Like, the characters are great, the play is great, but if you want to take it to competitive levels, you're gonna run into a bad fucking time.
It was the best you had at the time, though. But that's what put Super Smash Bros. On the fucking map, though. Like, yeah, you had Smash Bros.
Okay,
you had Super Smash Bros.
I will cut you that, but as far as competitive scene goes, it's the worst. It is one of the most toxic. It's one of the most vile.
Wombo combo.
Wombo combo.
Where you at?
Where he at? Now, I'll admit, that's fine. But there's still that toxic level.
Yeah.
Like, you have a couple people who...
People loved this enough that when they did...
Evo.
What was the Smash Bros. That came out on the Wii U? Was that still Ultimate? Was Ultimate on both consoles?
I think it was Ultimate.
Okay, whichever one came out on the Wii U, they released GameCube controllers for the Wii U.
Ultimate's the Switch variant. There's Smash... Brawl!
Okay.
Jesus
when
Christ.
Brawl came out on the Wii U,
yes,
they actually released controllers for the Wii U that were GameCube controllers because
the Pro controller.
Yeah, people loved it. It may be a shit game, but people loved it.
Yeah.
Guess what? I love Batman Forever. It is a shit movie. I love the Super Mario movie. It is a shit movie.
You're right,
but I love it.
Yeah, it's just things to hate.
What else we got here?
Paper Mario. I played both the original and Thousand Year Door.
I didn't play any of them.
I recommend them very highly.
I don't have a GameCube.
I know. Actually, wait the fucking minute. Didn't Paper Mario... Wait, hold on. Paper Mario Wii. I should have sworn
I think they did one for Wii. I don't think it was...
I think they bumped up... Oh, it's Super Paper Mario.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think they did one, but I don't think it was what you were thinking.
Yeah, they fucked it up. Okay. I wouldn't mind getting OG Paper Mario... Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario for the Switch in a bundle, in a trilogy.
That'd be nice.
But then again, there's also a new one.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Let's go back to that list.
Okay.
Because there's a few more on there. So Resi is available on multiple platforms. That's the problem. So Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, Resi.
It was on PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and GameCube, and is now available on the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4.
It's on everything.
And
PC.
I think it's coming to Switch.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But then Metroid Prime, which we mentioned, Super Mario Sunshine, the original Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah, the OG that had, if you had like an Action Replay or Game Shark, you could play all the NES games.
Yeah.
Which was super fucking nice.
What's the Zelda thing over there? Is that the original Wind Waker? Okay, so Wind Waker.
Luigis Mansion.
What else we got?
Oh, Eternal Darkness. Now, this game, you wanted a psychological horror that was really... I'd say it's beyond its time, because it wasn't before its time, it wasn't after its time, it was just something that was there, and not a lot of people played it, and
it didn't get the publicity it needed.
I guess, even though it is a cult classic. So it's
yeah.
It's like that. Like, it's a good fucking game.
Don't count the one next to it because it's actually a Wii game, but this game I feel deserves some respect. It is Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess? Yeah, just as long as it isn't Skyward Sword. I did not.
I don't remember Skyward Sword all that much.
I played it with a friend of mine. I'm not a big fan.
And then you have one of the Fire Emblems, like I thought, which is...
Path of Radiance.
Yep.
Super Mario Strikers.
Yeah, that was the soccer one.
Pikmin.
Yeah, Pikmin.
Pikmin's okay. I mean, it's getting iterations now. Yeah. Skies of Arcadia. Oh, hell yeah. That was a good game, but then again...
No, that's...
No, I played it on the GameCube. I never had a Dreamcast.
I was going to say, it's a Dreamcast game, is it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's both.
Kirby had some kind of rendition on there. Star Fox Adventures. Is that the one where
Ocarina of Time?
Things got weird? Well, Ocarina of Time was 64.
No, Master Quest.
Game of the Year with the DLC that they never released for the 64.
Correct, and it came with Majora's Mask.
But when they re-released this on 3DS, they threw that in as well.
Okay, so
The problem is that game is expensive as shit on the 3DS now because they only made so many copies and everyone fucking bought it.
That's dumb. Star Fox Adventures. No.
I think that's the one where like they took away a lot of the space fighting, right? If I remember correctly.
They took away all of the space fighting
all the
up
space
until
fighting.
the end.
Okay.
You literally walk around and have to deal with dinosaurs that can talk to you.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Yeah,
Slippy, look out!
We're in space there, insane. Tales of Symphonia, one of my favorite Tales of games.
Never played it.
All the Tales of games.
To be fair, I didn't actually own a GameCube.
That's fine.
My brother's dad had one, but we visited him, and so we only got to play it when we went over there.
Oh.
And then once that ended, I think he eventually sold it.
Oh.
And so until I'm in my 20s living on my own with a roommate, so mostly living on my own, he had a GameCube, and I played his until he moved out.
Yeah.
So.
But even still, Tales of Symphonia, I want to say just got a re-release with the sequel.
Okay.
So that one, I'm like, good. Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Legendia, Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Basuria, Tales of...
Tails, the friend of Sonic.
God, oh. But no, all the Tales of series. If Fantasia, the OG one on the SNES, gets an update to now, I'm all over it.
Yeah.
Even though
I'm glad that they're doing these
slow, but
I'm glad they're doing these packs that are like, oh hey, it has the GameCube version, the GameCube one in there, but it's like, okay, they went through and they did all the retro sections on the Wii U, and it's like they fucking did a shit ton of NES, shit ton of SNES, and it's just when you go looking for GameCube, you're just left disappointed. Crystal Chronicles.
That's getting an update right now, and that's on the that's on my list.
Is that Four Swords?
Yeah.
I thought Four Swords was an advanced game because you could do the
both.
4-way connection.
Yeah, both.
Oh.
That's how you. Yeah.
See, I don't count Resident Evil 0 or Beyond Good and Evil because those were on all platforms.
0 was a GameCube exclusive.
For a little bit, it's available now.
It's available now thanks to a lot of handshakes from Capcom, but for about maybe 10 plus years, 0 was just strictly GameCube. Beyond Good and Evil, I will say it was on OG Xbox.
Yeah, it was on the original Xbox.
But Crystal Chronicles is getting an update.
There's one. I want to go back and play some old Mario parties.
Yeah, I would also, even though it would tear me to pieces. Time Splitters.
That was on PlayStation 2.
I know, but holy shit, we're getting another Time Splitters. It's just I want an announcement, like real bad.
This list is starting to go to shit now. It's pulling things from just randomness.
Yeah, it's trying. Bless its sweet soul.
But
no.
I think we proved our point though that there's plenty of GameCube games out there that were like, let us play those, let us see those. So I'm not mad about the Super Nintendo list that we got. I'm just sitting here going, okay, where's my GameCube games?
Yeah. But sliding back over to the Direct, another thing that was brought up, but from the N64. Doom 64. When he was starting to talk, I was very hesitant because he was like, we do enjoy, where we came from. It's the 25th anniversary of Doom. And I'm like, really? It's only 25 years? And I'm like, why does it feel longer than that? I remember buying Doom at I guess, near its launch and playing it until upgrading to Doom 95. And I was like, yeah, I guess it would be. Because I remember using DOS to run Doom.
So you're saying Doom is old?
Doom is fucking old.
I'm older than Doom. You're older than Doom. Does that make us old?
Yes.
Damn.
Because it's hit a 25 year. But Doom 64 is now available. Or not now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it like that. It is soon, November 22nd.
Yeah. So it coming. It'll be on the Nintendo Switch.
And on the Nintendo Switch?
It looks like Doom 64, and they didn't change anything, which I'm not mad about. This is one of those things where it's like
they did upscale it a little, just so that way
so that it runs right.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where I'm like, okay, I'm fine with this, I guess. But if they ever decided, hey, we're going to do a complete rebuild for Doom 64, I'd be like, yes, let's do it. Like if they went, we're gonna do Doom 64 and the fucking ID. It's ID, right?
Yeah, id or
id.
ID.
Okay, yeah. If they went, we're gonna do Doom 64 and the id fucking engine, I'd be like, let's do it.
Let's do it. Because their creatures and their guns in Doom 64 actually felt pretty good and wholesome.
I actually really like him.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm spacing on his name right now.
I can rewind it for you. Pete Hines.
Yeah, Pete Hines. I follow him on Twitter. He's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, he seems like he would.
He's the publicity guy or whatever it is
for both id and Bethesda.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Bethesda. Yeah, well, Bethesda owns id.
Yeah, I know, but he does for both.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm gonna get the Switch and immediately be like, let me go buy Doom 64. but I do know that it would be an eventual. Eventually, I would buy Doom 64.
Yeah.
Next up, we have some more Pokemon Sword and Shield. Is it the new Pokemon that they?
Yeah, it's the new cosmetics. You
Okay.
get all your little tiny clothing stuff. They're gonna probably have some stuff that are licensed.
Yeah, I like that they're making the trainers more customizable now.
Yeah.
Because the main reason I played the same trainer every time I played the game was not because I liked that trainer more, but it's because I thought he looked the least shitty out of the other trainers.
That's fair.
Playing Sapphire, I always went with the guy just because I was like,
the chick don't look good.
the chick don't look good.
The chick don't look good.
the guy don't look good either. He's got white spiky hair, but you know, he kind of looks cool.
Better of two evils.
Yeah.
But it showcases the Pokemon camp where you bed down and get to hang out with your Pokemon. You throw balls, they go and chase it. You can wave a feather in front of them and they can enjoy it. And they try and, catch it. And if they catch it, they feel better about themselves. It's basically the Pokemon Me, the thing on the DS. You can also cook, which is super keen because cooking can.
We're heading back to Wind Waker now.
Yeah, we're going back in time.
Is it Wind Waker? The one where you cook?
No, that'd be the.
What's the one with the boat?
That is Wind Waker, but you don't cook.
I thought you cooked a Wind Waker.
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, okay. Then I guess it's just the most recent one.
The most recent one, which
Okay.
is
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And over 100 recipes. So you cook up something, and
Somewhere a Final Fantasy member is triggered.
Huh?
100 new recipes. Somewhere Final Fantasy.
Recipes.
I have a new recipe.
I have a new recipe. But also this Pokemon Poltegeist.
Yeah,
I love the
I heard
name.
about Poltegeist.
Yeah, and
It's got some cute things.
It's got some cute things, and apparently there's some lore behind it that the tea that it can emit can knock people out or otherwise. And I'm like, I mean,
I find it weird that they Pokemon has gone through the stage now where a bunch of the Pokemon are either like items or they're food.
well,
We had a Litwick,
I kind of want it.
What is this dodo looking fucking thing?
Cramorant?
Cramorant. Okay, that's the other new one that they mentioned.
It's a derpy bird, and I'm just like, I want him.
But then
Look at it! He has a fucking fish in his mouth!
But yeah, so you've got, you had Litwick, which was, an item, and now you've got a fucking Poltegeist. But then you had the ice cream one. I don't know what the fuck it was called, but it's like, really? We made an ice cream cone Pokemon?
Yeah.
There's been some weird ones. Also, fucking Litwick he's kind of fucked. He drains your fucking life force from you if he's injured in the lore.
And then Gengar, technically, eats your dreams just to survive.
So, Sword and Shield are coming November 15th?
I
think it's November 15th. They said it at the end of the video.
God, I wish it would just tell us.
Just go back.
Yeah, I'll go back and.
I'm pretty sure it's in November 15th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good eye.
She's gonna want that fucking Switch before Black Friday.
There's probably gonna be a bundle.
Layaway.
But there's probably gonna be a bundle. Knowing our luck, there's gonna be a bundle.
I could still lay away a regular one. The bundle come out, cancel the layaway, get my money back, and lay away the bundle with the money. So it's like I'm still making the layaway payments.
You're still making the layaway payments. Okay.
Boom.
All
right, what else we got?
We also have more Luigi's Mansion 3 stuff.
I'm excited.
It showcased a little bit more of the single player.
I have to go and buy 2 and play it on Lauren's 3DS because I have not played 2.
That's fine and fair. This one has like 8 different floors of different worlds, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna get a lot of gameplay out of this. They showcased a little bit more of. Oh my god, bring them down! A little bit more of the co-op gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And I mean, it looks good.
It's got some good maps.
It got some good maps. It got some good crisp color. Now, would you say that these textures are crisp? Would you say that they look good?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a cartoonish game, though, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if it didn't look good, I'd be pretty upset. But I think it looks good, yeah. Why?
I'm just curious. Curious on how you felt.
Yeah, no, I don't mind the way this looks. But this kind of brings me back to what I was saying about Wario and Waluigi, and the fact that Luigi got his own game, and it is nothing like a Mario game.
Oh no.
And it's doing well. Like, it did well the first time around. It did well enough on the fucking 3DS that they went, fuck, let's make a new console one. And here they are. He did get Luigi World, where it was basically like Mario World.
Yeah, it was your Luigi
but it
at
was
that time.
Yeah, but they're dicks to Luigi. The timer is like halved for all the levels. Yeah, the timer goes faster in Luigi's World. You have like half the time to complete the fucking things.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, get a move on.
Yeah.
You know? It doesn't take you that long.
So it's like Wario and Waluigi could fucking do a thing where they don't do a typical Mario game. You could do anything with these characters.
Yeah, and I mean, to have a game where it would basically, what is that one? Bowser's Inside Story?
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like that, but with Waluigi and Wario.
Yeah, that would
That
work.
would be a pretty okay one.
Like, don't give me Paper
also,
Waluigi. I don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's a little bit of spoiler, but just the fact that I saw that too.
That was kind of cool.
Ooh.
We got a tourist video. Do you want to talk about that?
Do
we have any more Nintendo?
I had a little bit more, I thought.
Nintendo. Oh, I've got a little bit of Nintendo.
Okay, hit me with it.
October 15th, Overwatch for the Switch.
That's it. That was the other thing I had. They did a little bit of an oopsie doopsie on one of the little bottom bits that says play as any of the 31 playable characters. Take a crack shot at how many characters there are in Overwatch.
30.
30. Oopsie doopsie.
Whoops.
So,
Womp womp.
So after Sigma, that is 30. And Sigma, he plays okay. Whatever. I thought he would be a little bit better as a full-time support, not a tank, and he doesn't even do well as a tank unless you get a good team comp, but that's another story for another time. Maybe even now that I'm on a new schedule, maybe I might stream it sometime.
Hey, you're awake now.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not up at freaking 1 in the morning going, is anyone up to stream for? No.
Nope.
I ain't worried about it.
No. Well, maybe Britain. They're what, 8 hours ahead? So, what is that? The Nintendo Switch. That's the Joy-Con Neon Red Neon Blue. 175 at Walmart. 175.99 at Walmart. That probably comes.
And it comes with Super Mario Party.
Are you sure?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh no, it's just a Joy-Con button.
Just the Joy-Cons and the game.
And the party.
Yeah.
What? That's gross. That is a disgusting price tag. Get away from me, you filthy casual.
And that's knocked down from $216.47.
Get the fuck away from me, you filthy casual.
Only 3 left.
Yeah, you can have them. Bye. Oh, and it's cheaper if you buy the fucking green and pink, which I would want the pink
green
one.
and pink.
Huh?
How much for the gray?
Gray. It's loading. 139.
Fuck yeah, I would do the gray.
You're-
I don't like that it's not Nintendo NES gray.
I would throw you $10 for the pink. Real talk. Like, pink is my favorite color.
Well, I mean, these would be secondary controllers anyway, so it won't matter.
You're right.
But no, I like the classic Nintendo. Like
You like that
when I was
old
gonna
school cream gray.
When I was gonna get the 3DS, I was gonna get my own 3DS so that me and her could both play, and we never did it. I was going to get the classic Nintendo one they did where it looked like a Nintendo controller.
Because
that's my fucking thing. Like, I fucking grew up. I still have that fucker downstairs.
I know you do. And
So.
and we were just talking about that about a.
Oh yeah, that's coming up in the news.
That's
We'll
coming
touch
up
on
in the news. Okay. Let's stick with game news. Well,
I still have 2 more Nintendo things.
okay, hit me with another Nintendo thing.
Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy coming on the 24th to Switch.
Heard about that. Didn't know. I didn't have the full benefits on that, so I guess I didn't bring it up myself. But good spot.
I'm all for Star Wars. I already have Jedi Academy though.
I have it.
So
I have it 3 times.
yeah. So I mean, Outcast I don't have it all though. So it being available there is fine. I think I'd rather it on my Xbox though.
Yeah.
Depends on the price.
Depends on the price. I mean, if it's free, hey.
And then this one's like a 2-parter, and this is going to be both Nintendo news and not Nintendo news. So Kevin Smith did a deal with Funko. We are getting Bluntman and Chronic pops. On top of that, there's a new Jay and Silent Bob video game coming out. It's Jay and Silent Bob basically wrecking a fucking mall. And the concept is it's Mallrats. I think it's called Mall Bashers or something like that.
I believe it was.
And they are
Nooch.
they're actually releasing a NES cartridge for this fucker.
That works.
Yeah. So that's pretty fucking awesome. I'm probably going to do the pre-order on that. That's all I have for Nintendo.
That's all you have for Nintendo?
I'm done with Nintendo.
I think that's all I have for Nintendo also. I want to say there was one more thing, but if I find it, I'll come back to it. As of right now, though, Outer Worlds, seeing as it's going to be released next month, might as well talk about its PAX West trailer, talking about the 3 major conglomerates, the 2 rivals, and then the 1 mercenary that has you going to other planets fighting wildlife. I'm okay with all of it, because it gives you a lot of open feelings and a lot of replayability to just handling a different gameplay style each time.
What I find funny is that they did it like a travel brochure video.
Yeah, like
come to the lovely, what is it?
Halcyon.
Come to the lovely Halcyon, where you'll fucking get killed by these creatures.
Yeah, and then Terra 2 and the other company, Monarch, which I think is the independent. I think Monarch is the independent one.
See, I just think
Monarch is the independent mercenary.
I just think of Monarch Theater from Batman.
I think that's going to be my first go-to. My first playthrough is probably going to do Monarch, just because I don't know. I feel for it.
Wait, where's the Brotherhood of Steel? I want to do the Brotherhood of Steel. Same guys.
I don't think you got the memo. But I am superbly excited for this. I like the guns. I love the gunplay. I love all of it. It looks good. The only thing I have a little problem with is probably the regular AI animations look a little bit stiff, but I mean it's to be kind of expected, I guess. I'm not too mad. I like the weapons. The hammer that you're about to see looks fucking amazing.
Is that the back scratcher? All right.
Okay.
There's a guy that tried to beat fucking Fallout 3 with a rolling pin.
I mean,
I think he did it. It was a pain in the ass because it took him a while to find one, but he did it.
Wow. But I'm super excited. And then watch, he shoots this guy in the leg and just that's a hammer. Bam! Get down, bird.
That like slowed down time, so it's like VATS isn't a thing because it's not Fallout, but it's the Fallout guys, and they kind of like what they did with that. So it looks like maybe it's probably a perk for a certain character where they slowed down so that they could take an aim, but nothing actually was highlighted. It's a little different.
Yeah. Oh.
You dead.
He did. And then oh no, landmine. Oh no, he did.
I like that there's weather.
And then he falling. Oh, he did. Security guaranteed.
I like that there's weather.
And then I don't know if you noticed, but it said at the bottom, guarantees not guaranteed.
Nice.
I'm excited. I have been, and I hold.
Are you more excited for this or Borderlands 3? I'm more excited for this. I've been hyped for this the instant I heard about it.
I don't know. Being a Borderlands junkie tester, and then junkie again. Borderlands. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. I'm excited for both, but this one's like just directly under, because there's gonna be a lot of space games between now and the end of next year. What with Everspace, fucking Elite Dangerous 2 might be coming out. There's gonna be another one popping up, I'm sure. Fuck. Like
that one that wants to be Destiny but isn't Destiny.
That's it. Oh god, what the fuck was it called?
It was a terrible name for
Indistinct?
Something like that. The name was terrible.
Indescript? Something like that.
Indecisive.
That's what I'm gonna call it now. Just because
Undisclosed.
Like it has such a plain Jane name that it doesn't click. Like I'm trying to remember it actively, and I can't. What I will say for PAX West, there was a lot of different D&D things, such as with PAX East, and they really pushed for a lot of their new books, such as, well, Acquisitions Incorporated. They tried to promote a little bit of the new Eberron book that's coming out that I'm super fucking hyped for, because you know how I'm a big fan of monks?
Like the people, or are you talking about D&D?
D&D.
Okay, yes.
They just released one called Astral Self Monk. Guess how many attacks you get in one action?
4.
6.
Damn, I was close.
I
was guessing.
And that's not even bonus action or flurry of blows. That is 6 in a regular action.
I'm going to give you a flurry of blows.
Huh?
I'm going to give you a flurry of blows.
Oh.
I just saw on the side here, the complete unabridged timeline of Borderlands. Someone did it. 145 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, it's a big
huge.
Fucking timeline.
Are all the DLCs from one canon?
Yes.
Ugh.
Everything from 1, everything from 2, including the breakdown of Tiny Tina. So fuck you.
I didn't like the the DLC. Well, the one DLC I didn't like.
Which,
All right, what else we got?
Wait.
For one.
Oh.
The zombie one.
Oh, Dr. Ned, yeah, that was their test run.
That was the first one I did.
Yeah. If you did General Knox or what was the other one? There's another one. If you did any of those two, I'm sure you would have been fine. But I mean, I'm just happy to see more Dungeons and Dragons. That always brings my heart alight. And also, there's another book.
I'm going to write them a letter about that then.
I mean, I don't know if they'll be flattered or agitated.
Like, stop making new things. He's too happy.
Like, yeah, no, they're releasing another book. They just released Ravnica, which Sox bought on D&D Beyond because she wants to do a Ravnica run with the New Zealand boys. So I'm excited to run Ravnica. It's Magic the Gathering meets Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't play Magic the Gathering, so.
Oh.
I mean, I don't really have anything against it. I didn't play it.
Yeah. And then the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus is the.
Also, just another Baldur's Gate, so of course you're happy.
Oh, fucking yeah, right I am. Apparently this one is set 40 years after Tomb of Annihilation. So that's another set.
Yeah, they're doing all kinds of big books and stuff. So I'm happy with more D&D. I'm behind on all of it. So I play like the campaign I'm playing with someone right now. It's like a home created campaign. It's not a home brew. Well, we have a few home brew things in it, but they created the campaign.
Yeah.
So what else we got?
We also have. You wanted to mention something about this.
Yeah. So I didn't know much about the fact that it was Lenovo when I was like, oh, hey, we should talk about this, but that's fine. So Disney and Lenovo are doing a thing. It's called Marvel Dimensions of Heroes. And basically you get to play as different Marvel heroes. The ones on the poster are Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Star-Lord, Captain America, and Thor. And the concept is you play as the different ones in an AR, VR type setting, and you fight their villains. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty straightforward.
I'm pretty sure they did Star Wars Jedi Challenge. Yeah, and now this is their next thing. So
okay, I'm down for it. It's just the only downside is $250.
Yeah, the entire system is $250.99. So $249.99. The system sold alongside Star Wars Jedi Challenge costs $200. So I don't know if this is something that we would be able to just buy the game and run on like the HTC Vibe, or if this is purely you have to buy this Lenovo $300 fucking thing.
The Mirage
$250 thing. Yeah.
I think you might need to. But I don't know. It just seems like it's gonna bum the shit out of me. But I mean, it looks like fun.
If someone buys this, let us play it.
Yeah, I will find you.
Yeah, I heard about it. I thought it was cool. Not much to talk about on that. And let's hit a few more game things. So,
Fairy Tail. I just started watching this not too long ago. I still need to kind of get into it, but so far the animation's great. Fairy Tail's good. They're starting up a Fairy Tail RPG, which apparently goes from the beginning of the anime to current in manga. And I'm like...
And from what I understand, the creator of the manga is...
backing it.
Leading it. Not just backing it. Like, he's there to supervise.
Oh, okay. That works out for me, too. So, I mean, I've played the One Piece Burning Blood, which was the beginning of One Piece up until the Dom Flamenco arc, which is... not too far back. I would say maybe a year and a half ago. So, I mean, it covers everything. It plays like a Dynasty Warriors game. It's pretty fun. It's just, it covers everything. So I'm wondering if this will give me everything I want.
And it's coming 2020. They just announced this. They do have a trailer, but it's coming 2020. The trailer is mostly cinematic.
And it replays itself.
And it's going to be PlayStation 4.
And it replays itself.
Yeah, repeatedly.
And it replays itself.
The version that we have pulled up for some reason replays the same footage like 6 times before actually showing us some stills.
I don't think this is not... That was not... Those weren't characters from... Unless they're late Fairy Tail.
I don't know. I didn't watch it
either. But, excited, I guess. I mean, 2020, I'll probably be caught up on the anime by then. But I'm excited.
I'll be further behind on everything by then.
Yeah, you're right. Oh boy. So, Tokyo Game Show's lineup revealed. We didn't get we only got a list so far. We did not get any trailers or anything such because that's, I believe, this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So we are going to 9-5. Yeah.
So this list is massive. A lot of it's shit we already knew about. So it's like Destiny 2, Shadowkeep, or
Death
Cyberpunk
Stranding.
2077, Death Stranding,
Man of Medan, which is already out. By
Call of
the
Duty
way.
Modern Warfare, Borderlands 3. A lot of stuff we already knew, but it's just so much shit.
There was a lot. So let's hit the things that we did. I don't know about. We'll probably have more information on it either next week or otherwise. But 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, AI, the Somnium Files, another Atelier game, Atelier Ryza, Biped, which is by Next Studios. So I'm kind of wanting to look it up right now, but we're running short on time. Concrete Genie, the next Contra game, Contra Rogue Core, another trailer for Control. Come on, guys. Digimon Survive, DBZ Kakarot.
People still like Digimon?
It's a niche market, but over in Japan, I guess so.
Okay, if it's Japan, that's fine. I was thinking the States.
We're getting another Dreams, I believe. Final Fantasy VII Remake gets another playable little thing, so I'm kind of curious on how that is. You want to know what really pisses me off? That one right there. Motherfucking Fortnite. Ghost Recon got some trailer and 15 minutes of gameplay up on, I believe, IGN. Grand Blue Fantasy versus... Good stuff. Gungrave. I like Gungrave. Gungrave's a good thing. This is an anime right there.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Yeah, that's the name of the anime.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Okay.
Well, I haven't watched it, but I'm aware of its existence.
Okay. Little Nightmares 2. I wouldn't mind seeing another trailer for that. Medieval gets a little bit of a playable demo. Mega Man Zero Collection. Good stuff. Monkey King Hero is back. All right. More Iceborne stuff, more Heat. The new Guilty Gear, which, fuck you, it's Guilty Gear. Nioh 2, I would like to see good stuff. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, probably going to be Burning Blood again, just more. One Punch Man, Hero Nobody Knows, gets more. Persona 5 Royale, more. Project Resistance, which we talked about last week. That one's still going to be showcased on the 8th, so that's probably during the conference itself. Project Sakura Wars, sure. Ready Set Heroes, sure. Romance of the Three Kingdoms, sure. Romancing Saga, sure. As I'm going down this list, the very few that I just read, Romancing Saga, really? We're getting Romancing fucking Saga? Fuck off. SD Gundam G, Generation Cross Rays, more Gundam, I'm always down for that. Shenmue 3 with 2-hour walking. Star Ocean First Departure, good shit. Sword Art Online, sure. Tales of Arise, you know me, I fucking love Tales. Trials of Mana, if it's a Secret of Mana game, I'm down. More Watchdog Legion, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. I don't know that one, but I like Yakuza.
Well, it's kind of like, like a
that's...
Virgin by Madonna, but...
Oh, that's the new one. But yes, you're right. You are correct. It's the new one that just got announced not too long ago. Interesting. With the new RPG style. Okay, cool. And then there's some VR titles, and then actual like full
presents live at things, but a lot of those like the big things like Kakarot and Modern Warfare, Death Stranding, Final Fantasy. So
yeah. So I mean, big stuff.
Big stuff.
Big stuff. You want to talk about this?
Sure. We can do this, and we can lead into my trailer too.
Cool.
So I promised you guys I would play the Blair Witch game that just hit Game Pass, and I did. Sunk a little bit of time into it. It's a little glitchy, so at first I had some stuttering on the screen that I wasn't a big fan of. But then after that, the game ran okay. It's a decent looking game. The trailer, like the cinematics, the environment looks way better than the actual gameplay, which I always hate when that happens, but it's fine. The gameplay doesn't look bad. The game fucks with you. You'll take paths and you end up in the same spot and stuff like that. But a lot of it is hinged on you and your dog working together. If your dog gets too far away and you lose the dog, your character can start to have a mental breakdown. But the dog also has sanity, so you need to keep the dog happy. You can discipline the dog. You can give the dog treats. You can help.
Interesting.
So it's like you got to keep the dog happy too, and he'll start reacting. The way you treat the dog will affect the game, and there's multiple endings.
Oh.
There's collectibles and obviously missing collectibles, which I fucking missed one. But obviously missing collectibles will change things as well.
Did you finish the game?
I didn't finish the game, but I did a good chunk of the game. It's set back in the 90s or early 2000s, whenever the original movie came out. This is
26.
No, that's the third one.
The third one. Oh no.
The third one came out 2016, but it had the same. The problem is you're looking up Blair Witch. The original movie is Blair Witch Project.
Oh right.
99.
99.
So like you find camcorders. He's got a cell phone, but it's like the green fucking Nintendo screen. Yeah. And he's got like a picture of his girlfriend, but she's just darker colored, or ex-girlfriend, whatever she is. But she's like darker colored blocks on it. That's how it is. You get voicemails and emails and things you can read on it. Like they're text messages, but they're emails. It's because it's the 90s. That's 99,
okay.
Okay. It's nice, but there's things for you to fight in a very Alan Wake style. Pointing the flashlight is how you harm these things. Okay. You can't see them until your flashlight damages them. You have to pay attention to the dog. The problem is the dog's a little buggy. So you can be looking at it and you can put the flashlight on it and the thing will move to the right. And then the dog's like, oh, he moved to the right. I'll look to where oh, wait, I'm supposed to look to where he is, but I've decided I'm now going to walk several paces this way.
And get you fucked up. So
now you have to run over to the dog and turn around and try to figure out where the dog's looking to figure out where this fucking thing is. But now the thing's on your ass fucking attacking you. The other problem I had is the dog full on froze at one point and would not move out of its position. So I reloaded the game and lost a bunch of stuff I had done and had to repeat it. He didn't get stuck at that spot again, but the dog, when he does, you can have him seek and go and find stuff. And you can also have him seek and he'll lead you to like the next story part.
Oh.
So he kept avoiding this one story part, where he originally froze, and then the next time he just wasn't leading me there. He led me in a fucking circle somewhere else, and I knew where I needed to go because I'd been there before when he froze. So I just said fuck it, kept calling him so that he stayed near me, and just went and fucking did it without him doing the seek, so I could move the fucking game on.
Wow.
So it's a little buggy, and then I got confused at one point, so Lauren pulled up a walkthrough. I wasn't at the point of like, I need a walkthrough, but I was getting frustrated because of the bugs, so I was like, let's do the walkthrough.
Got it.
And she's like, yeah, there's this whole thing where you have to do this. I basically somehow bypassed all that. Like, there was a bunch of shit I just kind of skipped and moved on to the next part.
Oh, oops.
But I'm pretty sure I already called at least one of the endings. But you're going through the woods looking for a kid that originally everyone thought was lost, but now it's looking like he was kidnapped.
Oh.
You use videotapes you find to interact with the environment. You can basically pull things out of the videotapes. So
that's kind of cool.
The kid drops a baseball at one point. You pause the video game while the baseball's on, the camcorder, while the baseball's on the ground, and you look down and it is now there where it was in the video.
That's pretty cool.
Or like you have a video clip of a tree falling, so you rewind it to before the tree fell and pause it, and the tree's now not falling. Yeah, it's now standing up.
Okay.
It's very dark. I was having trouble seeing it. I may have turned the brightness up on mine a little bit, but I did their whole, they have like the 2 symbols or the 3 symbols, make this one not visible, make this one barely visible. I did that. It's a little too dark for me, but I do have eye problems. So
yeah. I mean, I probably would do the same.
It just needs a little love. I do not think it's a $60 game. Excuse me. I don't know how much they're selling it for because I played it on Game Pass. I do not think it's a $60 game, but I don't think it's a bad game.
$26.99 on Steam.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's pretty.
That's not too bad. Yeah, especially if they do end up fixing stuff.
Okay. As for me, I finished Gears of War 1. I don't have much to say.
You finished it?
I finished it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, and I started up on 2, but I will put up a review on. We started up a Tumblr.
We kind of have 2 Tumblrs for some reason.
We have 2 Tumblrs.
One we won't post on, one we will post on.
One that I will link up in the description below,
yeah.
Or over, or under, or around. You'll see it. And it will basically showcase what movies we watched, what tea I drank or coffee I drank, and what coffee Quincey has drunken. And we're just gonna have the small time stuff on it. That's the task that Quincy has asked of me to finish before December or before the new year. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, because my next resolution will be he needs to stop being a bitch and just watch more movies.
You're right.
We will try to get those Cage movies done for you guys before the next episode. But let's burn through these last 2 things. What is this one? Oh, okay. I remember this one. So we knew about the Sony split from Marvel. We talked about that. Sony has now said the door is closed on that. Their CEO's just yammering on, and is now saying they have like 5 to 6 Spider-Man shows planned for the next like couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's an awful lot of Spider-Man you're shoving down our throat there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be live action? Is it going to be animated? I don't fucking know. But I guess they're hoping to do the entire Spider-Verse as their eventual goal.
That is a lot of Spider-Man.
I think the problems they're going to run into is they're probably not realizing, a lot of those stories, Kingpin, that's Marvel's. You don't get it. Kingpin was huge in Spider-Man.
And I mean, he is technically in both Daredevil and Punisher. How's that going to go? Like, all of these rights of every single fucking Marvel character.
That's my other question.
Strewn about. Like, what the fuck?
Well, that's the other thing. So they used Kingpin into the Spider-Verse because they were working with Marvel now. Everything was fine. They're not working with Marvel anymore. Marvel owns Kingpin.
What the fuck?
So, I don't know. That's going to be a fucking mess. And then Blumhouse announced that they are doing a Black Christmas remake. This is the second remake of Black Christmas. This will go on our list for you to watch.
Okay.
We'll have you watch the original.
And then
Then we'll have you watch the remake. And maybe we'll watch this one in theaters. I don't know. It looks like... Scroll back down. Carrie Elwes is going to be in the remake. Awesome. I love Carrie Elwes.
Okay.
Saw.
Yeah.
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. I know who he is.
Just truly awesome guy.
The guy who said, you know what, I don't need this leg.
He is one of my favorite characters in Psych. He shows up, guest stars in Psych multiple times, and it's great.
Okay.
But yeah, so Black Christmas is back, which is a little weird. Like, I feel like there's other things you could have done a remake for instead.
Yeah.
So that's what I had for this week.
That's it for me too. I mean, it's gonna be a short one. We're, as I said, a little crunch on time. We're gonna try and make it up next week because, as I said, we didn't really have much either.
A lot of it was repeats of previous stuff, just new footage of the same stuff.
The Nintendo Direct, which fucking blew my ever-loving mind, better than fucking PAX West did. Go fucking figure.
I think the only other thing I can say is that we got a look at a Captain America unlockable suit for the Marvel Avengers game for Square Enix, which means Captain America is playable despite dying in the opening trailer that they had for the game and the being dead at the end of the playable stuff for the game.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. And it also begs the question, will suits change anything to the way the character plays, or are they just purely aesthetic? So,
because Spider-Man did it well.
Yes. Even though you're a bitch and didn't finish the game.
You're right. I just returned the game to him because, I mean, I've got a lot. And also, literally a week from tomorrow, we're going to be playing fucking
Borderlands.
Boo Land. So it's like, I'm not going to hang on to a game that I can't finish.
That's all right. I won't take photos with the new suit. I haven't gotten to play in yet anyways.
So there you go.
Put those on our Tumblr.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we have for you guys is this week.
Wait, there's another Tumblr?